Welcome to the Junk Mail. Again, on this episode, we've got King Curls, and he's got 3 big Group 1 tips at Caulfield on the weekend. And then we've also got some trade rumours in the AFL as well. We've got this photo of Nathan Cleary. Nathan Cleary. And he's got a phone on the left side. What seems to be there? We'll just zoom in a little bit.
It's a couple of lines of cocaine. That's what it is. Junkie. He's a junkie. That's what it is. Yes. I knew it. NRL players, mate, they're bad. They're bad boys.
We've got some evidence here of Nathan clearly not doing coke. I don't know how many times that we'll do the clearly joke, but we will.
Oh, I love the Nathan Cleary. Like, he must get this all the time. Nathan clearly doesn't do coke. Yeah. But, yeah, if you look at the evidence, he is shown that he doesn't. It's just the way his phone was cracked. But I don't know if he actually does do coke and he's gone to some massive effort to crack his phone in the exact position of the lines racked up just so he could get away with it. Like, it feels like it's just easier just to admit, hey, I do coke. Plus, he's got a massive coke bag strapped to his shoulder. I don't know if you can see that. But to sum up, basically, it just ruins a fantastic picture of a bloke at the beach because it looks beautiful without the drugs, obviously.
And we will get into some official trades from this afternoon. Probably the biggest trade of the day. We've got Adam Shearer. He's heading to Carlton from Freo. He's got a first-round draft pick for that. Pick 6 for the Dockers there, and a future third-round selection as well there. Another one from today is Will Brodie to Freo. So Gold Coast were able to get a future second-round pick there and a future fourth-round pick there as well.
Tell you what, mate, Freo is starting to look good. I reckon in the next, sort of 2 to 3, 5, 10 decades, I reckon Freo might be a chance to play finals and win a flag. But it's looking promising, really promising for the lads. Good stuff.
I heard that one of your contacts, I think Paul Dempsey, he's in player management type stuff.
We might just give him a call and just find out what rumours he's got, if that's all right with you, Dill. I think I've got a pretty good trade rumour as well. I heard this from my dad's lawnmower. He said that Geelong are going to trade their first-round picks for anyone above the age of 45, so that's good. Get what they want. Also, surprisingly, West Coast had offered Melbourne all their Pfizer injections in return for Max Gawn, so that'll be good. And North Melbourne have said they're prepared to trade all their players in return for nothing because they know they're a piece of shit, and all they want is just no future online abuse or trolls because they cop it daily. So, if we can...
Can I butt in just real quick?
Yeah, go for it, mate.
I'd just like to confirm that all of them are false. And I want to be listening to what he's saying about Angelo Lacus, forward line coach Carlton.
He's just riding it home.
You've heard it here first. No, we love Paul on the show. And another guy that we do love on the show is Shane Ciruleo. He's an absolute king tipster up here in Queensland. He is our Queensland go-to guy. And he's on the show for the first time. It's been a long way to journey, but we've finally got King Curls, also known as Toowoomba Tips on Twitter. He heads up the racing for Queensland up here at the Mailbag, and we've got him on the show to talk through some of the Group 1s. What have you got for us this weekend?
3 good bets here, mate. We'll start with the first Group 1, which is race 6, and the favourite here is Zaki, number 2. It'll be winning. It's a matter of just how far. It's only $1.30, so we'll probably take it into a multi, mate, with the next couple of Group 1 races that we've got there at Caulfield. The first one of those is race 8. I know the Sydney boys are very, very keen on this horse. Race 8, number 1, Animo, comes down from Sydney to run in the Caulfield Guineas. Has drawn a wide barrier, but they're not too fussed about that. The boys think there's going to be plenty of speed in this race, and it'll be sort of midfield with cover and wide. It'll get down the middle of the track and blow them away. But they're really keen on it. The third of the Group 1s there, Saturday at Caulfield, is race 9, which is the two-rack handicap. And look, this is a horse that we were on heavily last start, number 11, I'm Thunderstruck. Look, we did our balls on it last start, but we're going to double down this week because it should have won there, and it looks a really good bet here on Saturday. That's race 9, number 11, I'm Thunderstruck. So 3 big Group 1s and what looks to be 3 good betting races for us. So we're going to let rip there, mate.
And then also around the grounds, what are the other boys going to be betting at over the weekend?
Yeah, so Pistol Pete will be on track at Perth. I think they're racing at Ascot Saturday. Obviously, the big Group 1 races at the 2 Jacks will cover there in Melbourne. And then there's also Group 1 racing in Sydney that Rob Scurry and Mark Roden will cover. And and I'll be covering the shitbox races in Queensland on Saturday. So, look, fortunately, the racing is not as good in Queensland, but they still pay the same when you back a winner, mate. So we'll be all over it.
Beautiful. Also, Kills, as well, we've got on the 16th of this month, we've got the Everest and Caulfield Cup Day as well. So we're going to run a big event on that day. As you said, big day on and off the track. I'm pretty keen for it. Talk us through what's going to be happening.
We've teamed up with Punt Club to run the world's biggest punters club. So basically giving everyone out there an opportunity to get on board and buy a share in the punters club. You can buy shares from $50 up to $1,000 basically. All the details for all that is, at the Mailbag website. So if you want to visit mailbag.com.au, particularly for those guys that are in Queensland, and obviously we're lucky enough to have a little bit of freedom to get around a bit. We're real close to nailing down a location where we're going to be streaming live and betting throughout the day. So it's going to be huge. We've got big limits that we're betting with. We can bet to win up to $50,000 per bet with the bookmaker that we've partnered with. So, we're going to be doing a lot of work and pinning the ears back and having a good time. And
I'll be there hosting, as well as Curls will be obviously the pro punter on the day. So we'll be into the frothies and with plenty of entertainment. So thanks so much, Curls. We'll speak to you soon.
Anytime, mate. I'm sure it was an absolute pleasure that you've had me on the show.
All right, thanks, Kills, for those tips, mate. Brilliant as always. So moving on straight to our Facebook Cringe Rally statuses. This was 11 years ago on the same day. Me and you both made a status. Get this up, Dill. Yours was, "We'll never get to sleep with this party across the street." Wow, that's fantastic stuff from you. You're basically saying to everyone, you're like a 35-year-old single mum, but you're just like 18 years of age. So why aren't you at the party? Like, you're just like, oh, I'm never going to get to bloody sleep with all that bloody racket. You loser.
I think my mum, I'm going to say my mum maybe hacked into mine, or maybe thought that she was logged on hers. I don't know, because I've got no excuse for that one.
Yeah, because it would have been back then. It probably would have been on the computer, so you probably left it open and she's done it, which is fair enough.
Yeah.
Then again, you were a bit of a loser 11 years ago, so I wasn't surprised you weren't invited. I was probably there, but no, this it actually goes to show I wasn't, because I made a status saying, "I love these nights." Tagging Dill Arnosh, also has a large penis. Yeah, but look, that confirms that we're both liars, because you don't have a large penis. I don't remember you having a large penis back then or now.
No, I mean, it's definitely a grower, not a show up.
Fuck yeah, you are.